be able to do that.
Not working out too good, but that's alright.
Why?
I don't know, maybe that's better. There we go.
Look in a sec.
Put them in your mouth and chew them. Yummy.
I got a liquid centre.
I'm sure they have. Not too cold tonight, is it?
Yeah, I took it in because it was raining.
I think I need to come back so I get a better picture. Might be better. There you go. They actually sell candy named Camel Balls. Bubble gum. Extraordinary.
And show the camel's butt.
I am.
That's what I'm saying, and the packet shows the camel's butt.
I think also to be in bed because she was on phase hangout and it's like 6 o'clock in the morning there.
Is it?
What, 6 o'clock at night here?
No, it's nearly 7 here.
Maybe she's having breakfast. Welcome to the Camel Balls show. Hello, keeping. As advertised, the title's not misleading at all. There you're looking at it. Camel Balls bubble gum. Wrap your laughing gear around one of those. They actually sell that as candy. What store was that in?
IGA.
I don't really eat bubble gum anyway.
Well, that was the picture that uploaded.
It's weird, isn't it?
I don't know what happened.
I do not know, because this is the picture I took that you're looking at. But it didn't happen. Did you buy it where you had to have a towel wrapped around your head? No, that's a sort of very gentle racist statement, Gibby. But no, it was from a local supermarket. But I get where you were going with that.
I took it out of the...
I'm sure these particular candy are littered all over the bottom of the B-class van.
If I took it out of the packet and you had it flat, it'd probably be a better picture.
Yeah, it's all right. Camel Balls. So we've got a better picture.
And take it out.
I just want to show them the actual, whoops, Camel Balls. There you go. That's what it is. And believe it or not only Camel Balls, focus. Focus, you little bugger.
Move it back for a sec, and then, yeah, slowly move it forward.
Unicorn balls.
So you can't just get unicorn horns, you can get unicorn balls.
That's what it says. Unicorn balls.
Kevin's got a question.
What's the question?
Let me get your stand so you can...
That's right. Put it on me. Far away. Keeping. Watch the question. Unicorn balls. And you can catch them at the end of a rainbow.
I'll try the...
She's going to try one. I'll film her. What are you going to put in your mouth?
I'm going to put a unicorn ball in my mouth.
A unicorn ball.
That's not focusing very good tonight.
Oh well. Got old eyes like me, it doesn't matter.
Oh, I don't think I can eat that.
Why? No, it wasn't. Not a statement, but it was cheeky keeping.
Oh.
I know you really well, Elephant Man. Remember? Reference to elephants. But I did know where you were going with that.
Damn. These balls are hard to get out.
She's got her hand wrapped around a unicorn ball, and she's having difficulty whipping it out.
It's all sticky.
Well, I wouldn't really know. I wouldn't really know much about unicorn balls, but see, rainbow coloured. Yeah, we don't want the unicorn touching the camel balls.
I'm eating a unicorn ball. Oh.
Sour?
Oh man.
Well, how would you describe the taste test, being a review?
Oh God, totally sour.
Maybe you're not meant to suck on unicorn balls.
You want some?
No, you can throw it out in the paddock if you like. You're going to eat it.
It's sour as hell, but it's pleasurable.
Right. You want to have a crack at the camel balls?
Let me finish this one first.
All right, eh? Is that chewing gum as well, or bubble gum?
This one's got, what has this one got? It's a fizz. Oh, here we go. Now it's getting sweet. That's a good review.
So when you first suck on a unicorn ball, it's sour on the outside,
Sour as hell.
but nice and sweet on the inside.
Now it's getting sweet. I might buy some of these and give them away as
It's not
prizes.
focusing. No, it's not focusing. Might do what?
Put some of these and give them away as prizes. Now it's getting sweeter.
You're not going to eat it, are you?
Yeah, the colour's going.
Right?
It's getting sweeter.
So it's like a hard lolly.
Initially it was like sour as hell. You might have to hold it in front of the screen.
Like this.
No, the unicorn one.
Got to put in a bit of light. There we go. That's camel
Yeah, it's
balls.
candy. Now the one I'm eating now is candy. And it's called...
This one's gum.
The one I'm eating is called unicorn balls.
Blurry for some reason, I don't know why.
Let's go slow.
No, still a bit blurry, I don't know why. I'll just flip the camera back and forward.
It's unicorn balls, and it says unicorn balls fizz.
Just got to try and focus. Just bear with me a
Oh
sec.
God, you're focusing on my wrinkles.
For some reason, front camera's blurry, and I'm beautiful. Let's try the front camera again.
Yeah, keep
Too much beauty can be a hard thing on you.
So initially when I put it in, it was sour as all hell.
I don't know. It's blurry. It's weird. Oh, there you go. You just cleared up.
And then it's gone real sweet.
So they just bought it at a supermarket, yeah?
Yeah, at IGA.
Okay.
I just thought it'd be a bit of fun. But I could get used to the unicorn balls. I could eat them. So you can't. You can get unicorn horns, and now you can get unicorn balls.
Right.
Mm. I'll try the gum one in a minute. I'll share with you.
No.
Do you want to suck on my ball?
No, thank you. Unless we do a trade. Don't know why, but the other camera is a little bit blurry. Apologise for that. I'll put the box on the front camera.
I don't want to see me sucking on a unicorn
Yeah, but
ball.
then you can do the camel ball review.
Is my tongue a different colour?
Ooh, black.
That's because it was black and dark blue on the lolly. It'll take me a while to suck this. Oh, it's getting really sweet now. Yep, unicorn balls for a unicorn. That's right, because I had my ears on. Yeah, that's true. Remember when my ears had the horn on it? I don't know where the fizz bit's supposed to be.
Well, you said it was fizzy.
The beginning was sour, now it's gone sweet.
Yep, yep, one stage. You said it was fizzy. Maybe just for a brief moment.
I'll be here forever sucking this.
Get your camel ball ready, because that's gum.
Well, this one's easy to get out of the packet. Look at the shape of it.
Yeah, it looks like a camel ball, actually.
It looks like an egg. That's the camel's bowl.
That's because it's hanging down. It's a sphere.
It's an interesting chat tonight, isn't it? Watch Mystic Angel suck on balls. And the thing is, like, I mean, they're even showing, that's the picture on the camel. And the unicorn. I can't really see his balls. I've had enough of that one.
Sounds too good to me. There we go. Taste test of the camel ball.
This might break my teeth.
That should be gum. I try and crack it. Just try and loosen it up first.
It says it's got a soft centre. Oh god, this one's extra sour. Liquid centre. Oh god.
What if it's camel urine in gel?
Oh, stop it. Oh. Oh. I just bit it. The centre. Oh, yeah. Come on, get past that. Mm. Oh,
That's funny.
that was really sour, that whatever came out of the middle. Mm. No, it tastes horrible.
I'm loving it.
Maybe I can blow bubbles with that. Oh, that was different. I think they've had enough watching me chew on balls.
Oops, I nearly dropped it. So there you go, a review of camel balls and unicorn balls. And out of the two, which one would you, if forced to, have again?
Probably the camel balls.
Because the unicorn was worth.
Because it went really, really sweet.
Oh, right. Oh, just nothing wrong with chemicals that you're chewing. Camel Balls. She prefers Camel Balls. Hello, Danny. Keep your eyes on the road. What time is it there now? Must be 7ish in the morning.
So did you hear me eat the balls?
She sucked on a camel ball and a unicorn ball.
Actually, don't answer. You're driving, so you can't text.
And she prefers a camel ball.
Oh.
Oh, she's blowing bubbles with it now. 6:35 a.m. on the coast, and Danny's driving to work. This song goes out to Danny G. On the road again. Just wanna see my YouTube friends. I'm just driving to work 'cause they won't pay me otherwise. If I sit at home on my ass alone. On the road again. Hello, Kathy Rebuilds. Good evening. World War III hasn't started this morning, like Trump wanting to meet the North Korean leader at the border.
God, do we have to talk about him?
Just dumb, basically. Absolute certain World War III if Trump went to the border and something happened. I'm not saying I want it to happen, I'm just saying if something happened. So it's a dumb thing to say. And it's even dumber to do.
He would tweet it out, for God's sake. He tweeted it.
He's a tweet president.
I don't even use Twitter.
No. Can't be bothered. Good evening to you both. Morning here. It is. You're 12 hours behind.
Oh.
But at least you know in the future 12 hours will happen. So you've got at least 12 hours, even if a meteor strikes this side of the Earth. Well, probably not true, because the meteor impact would probably be like 80 seconds to be around the world. All these disaster movies. Which there's still just a plethora of them. All different type of zombie movies and end of the world movies. People chewing camel ball movies. Hello, hi.
I'm trying to blow bubbles.
What's cracking? To Aussie. Yeah, I watched him, I think last night, eat some Greek yogurt. That's awful stuff. It's bitter.
I forget.
It's sort of gluggy. It's
slightly
like very
flavoured.
thick
That's all right.
yogurt, but I've never liked Greek yogurt. You have some, don't you? But
yeah, I do.
I'm not keen on it. Give me a yogurt that's got a bit of fruit in it any day. And I made 4 enormous meals up tonight of the remaining beef ribs. So tender. And I cut the little ribs off because daughter's got a couple of little dogs and I left a little bit of meat on them.
I have to go wash my hands.
They got marrow bone in them, you know what I mean? The dogs will be, they'll be there for hours. Get off. If I didn't see To Aussie if he's any. Good day, To Aussie. What's cooking tonight? Have to get him to come over one day to WA. I know he's been here once before. Well, we've been talking about that, Kevin, because construction will be shortly. And we are going to build, you know, either another big building down the back as well, like a big shed or something. So we're thinking about keeping it.
Yeah, like
I'll probably get $50 for it if I sold it.
I'd like to incorporate, like I said, under the bench. And I could put something in the panel.
It just won't match anything.
Well,
Plus
no,
when you take the door handle off, you've got a hole.
No, you don't do any of that. You leave all that on. That's the whole idea of it, of making it a feature.
Danny says she needs to take dancing lessons. Oh, you saw the Irish one. She does good videos. She spends hours doing them. But she likes what she does, and it was well done, that's for sure.
Yes, I like to match music with what I'm doing.
But it's a solid door. That one's the one that we replaced, the other door. And I'm humming and hawing because we'll have another door off the back. And We may use them. I mean, they'd make an excellent chook pen door, let's be honest. Solid. I was going to tell you the other day on Gumtree there was like 20 chickens to be given away, big chicken pens. Don't think we'll have to buy any of that. Just be picking it up for free. But yeah, it's a solid, quite heavy actually. Not as heavy as the door we put on, but pretty close.
Yeah.
But solid core door. It's 70 years old. So they certainly knew how to make them back then. Or I could do it as a prize.
A door prize. There you go.
Yeah,
it's a door prize.
Literally a door prize.
It's literally a door prize. There you go.
Of course, you have to pick it up, but the winner is welcome to it. There's sets of keys in there. If you look, I'll just move out the way. There's keys in there, 2 sets of keys, a deadlock. Pretty good, actually. And it's an Australian door, made out of Australian hardwood.
And it's got a peephole.
It's got a little peephole. Yep, being a truck or a ute, as we call them here. But I only paid $40 for the door I got, but I'd get $50 for this one. Because it's a solid door and it would fit all these type of old cottages, which there's plenty of them. I mean, I could even put it on between the laundry and the... But I don't really want a door there.
No.
No.
No, I have to look at the plans of how we do our kitchen. I can visualise it, what I'm talking about, but I don't think you can quite visualise what I'm saying, incorporate in the build.
Well, if you're going to use the old sink, you're limited to certain things.
Yeah, I know.
Just because of the design of the stainless steel flashback that's on there.
Yeah, but it's not going to go there. It's going to go at the bottom, like people sit, and you've got the wall, the bench. It will go under there as a feature, sort of. So when you
Well, it's not a feature. It's just a matter of fact that there is a flange on it, and you have to build up to it. You can't just have a nice flat bench with a bit of stainless steel stick sitting up. That's
I'm
not going to
talking
work.
about the door.
Oh, the door. No.
I'm talking about the door, not
No,
the
the door
sink.
won't be getting incorporated. It won't match.
I've changed the colour. Why won't it match?
Because it's not going to be the same panelling as we have on the other doors.
It's going to be on the other side. You're missing where I'm wanting to put it.
I know exactly what you mean. But it's not a really clever thing because it won't match the rest. And like I say, you can't hide the door hole.
No, you leave that.
Oh, you're welcome keeping you here with us. You're just not quite next to us.
Yes.
We've got this beautiful old kitchen sink. It's 70 years old as well. It's stainless steel. And it's a good nick. And we can afford to buy another sink, but we like this old sink. It's got big bays either side of the sink, so you can, you know. The modern sink's either just a little round hole or just one with a little bit of a side panel. I don't like those at all. I think we'll use the old sink in the new kitchen. That's what we'll end up doing.
Yeah.
So, a little bit of the old with the new.
There's the ghost train.
All aboard the Boit Express, one-way tickets,
That's
no
like
returns.
The other house will live then if we sat out the front. Our local bus is bus 55.
Yeah.
And it would drive past like if we were at the front at midnight or something, and it would be empty and just,
No passengers.
and it's sort of looked quite spooky, didn't it? Here comes
Yeah.
bus 55.
This is a single sink, but it's a big single sink. You know, the modern sinks are really shallow and not that big. This is quite a big, quite deep sink.
Yeah, it's single, but the sides has got
The sides are a good, let's talk in feet, 2.5 feet either side.
stainless steel.
And it's good work area. It's easy to clean. Like when I do veggies or something, I always use one side of the sink, and I wouldn't change. I'd still do that. But we'll see. But we do really want to keep the old sink. Lots of people do renovations, and particularly pulling bits and pieces off this. Some of it we're saving. I'm saving some of the, get my finger out, some of this hardboard that you can see. It's solid timber in long lengths. And I'm putting a bit of a veranda on the front, so I'll be using a lot of this old material to match what's already out the front. So it's not a straightforward build, it's like a bit ad hoc, but we don't mind. It'll be okay. Comfortable, be good size, have a swimming pool. All the young women of the neighbourhood will come over, of course, swim in it, and I'll do videos saying these are all my girlfriends. Yeah, look at them.
Dreaming. Tell him he's dreaming.
No, we don't need any neighbours to come over. We'll have plenty of family here. That's true, that's a good old saying. Whatever is old is new again. We's not, want not. But it's a good sink. But I do want to have the benches about another 2 inches higher than the standard. You're fine, you're there now, you'll just be there.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Hello, Buttercup.
We'll have to see, because too high will be hard for me.
We just have to get a tall maid in to do the dishes.
Yeah, get Buttercup over. Seedlings. I love it when she calls us seedlings.
We've got a rough estimate for the kitchen. It's around between 15 and 20 to do the kitchen. But the kitchen's always going to be the most expensive part of a house.
They're going to have all the Barbie dolls in the sink. Yeah, from the grandkids. Is that what you mean?
That'll be good. It's just a matter of time. I mean, they did build these old cottages really well. They used a lot of good quality materials.
Buttercup, you missed me eating unicorn balls and camel balls.
That's what she ate.
You'll have to watch the beginning of the stream.
Camel Balls gum.
And it was disgusting. Oh.
And unicorn balls. I kid you not, she reckoned these were a bit sour.
They both were sour. Right. I can see the top of my head. Seed said that he would have all the girlfriends. Oh, in the sink. No, in the pool. Did you just say sink?
No,
Did
pool. They'll be in the pool. But...
He'll have them all in the pool.
Yep.
Because, no, you don't play with Barbie dolls, do you?
No. If I caught one, I wouldn't know what to do with it.
Like when we went to Bali once and went to the water park.
Those Japanese girls.
Those Japanese girls, there was about 8 or 10 of them. Oh my God, they were done up to the nines, had bikinis on, but then
High
had
heels.
stilettos on, high heels.
Giggling.
Walking around this water bomb park, and they, you know, obviously they didn't get wet. Hair was immaculate, all this makeup.
I'm a Barbie girl.
And here I was,
Barbie
pair of shorts, old t-shirt.
I'm just in a set of boardies.
That was funny. So what's everyone doing this morning? Or wherever you are. What time is it here? It is 10 to 8 here.
And it's not a bad night. It's not that cold tonight, which is good.
No, because it's no wind. So I'm going to go work on some more videos shortly.
Yep, we won't be on much longer. I don't think Awesome will be on because she was just on Faye's channel. And that means that she's stayed up all night. So it's very unlikely she'll start a hang up.
Well, where's Faye?
If he comes in, can I hide behind you, Mystic? How do you upset Bucky? Pretty hard to upset Bucky. He's pretty level-headed.
Yeah, you can. you upset Bucky yesterday. Where and how, Buttercup? What did
Yeah.
you do?
You hear breathe a bit?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, the RC Bully did put 2 videos up. We went and watched them. Have no idea what they're of. If you're listening, RC Bully, I asked him if that was his gaming room and he said yes.
Keeping's got family coming into town. Oh well. Time to fire up the oven.
Flying, oh, from New York, wow.
Cool. It's good having people come over. Got a bit of a Donald Trump
You
before
are.
happening
It is actually.
My fellow Americans, don't go to China. China.
He doesn't talk like that.
I don't know. But it's interesting times in the world at the moment. There's lots of unhappy people everywhere. Sort of reflect on Boyd, really, isn't it? Conflict. I'm going to get you and you're going to get me. You know, just like the world. It's just hat hair, don't worry about it. I got hat hair. At least I got hair.
Yeah, that's true.
Check it out, Marshall. No bald spot. Just put my hat back on. I feel naked. There we go. I'm dressed again. Yeah, I popped into Faye's channel and there was Awesome and a few others. Yakety yakety. We're talking about cancer and he thinks I'm a conspiracy nut. Well, everyone's entitled to their opinion.
Yeah, I know what you mean now. You said is it you, Buttercup? Someone said a lot of people do believe that they do have cure for cancers, but don't actually make it public knowledge because they feel they can control the masses by that.
Well, there may eventually be a cure for cancer,
Is that what it
but
was?
there'll never be a cure for death.
Yeah.
That one we've got to keep in the bag. Buttercup, I've always believed whether I agree or disagree with someone, you're entitled to an opinion. Whether I venomously challenge that opinion, that's up to me as well. But it's what people do. If you have a view or point of view and you think it's right, well, you should express it. Whether it's right is irrelevant. Do you know what I mean? Whether there is conspiracy theories that do all sorts of things on the planet, I tend to believe that it's not a conspiracy, it's just a bloody fact. You know, a conspiracy is just a question mark. Is it a conspiracy? Well, no.
Yeah, it depends on the subject.
Well, the people that own the planet, the rich bastards, have been screwing us for millennia. So
Yeah.
that's not a conspiracy, that's a fact.
Bucky will be fine, Buttercup. Just
But you'd get a lot of people that jump on a bandwagon and turn speculation into fact, and that's where I have a bit of a disagreement. It's like the biggie, the big one, the climate change. Yep, I don't think man is helping at all. We're a dirty species, let's be honest. But history and archaeology tells us that the planet, in the last, I think, 500,000 years, probably about 12 ice ages. So we got one coming. Don't know when. This is our warm period. But yeah, climate will always change. I mean, at the moment in Europe, they've set heat records. And
yeah, actually,
and that's, you know, we've got a German friend who's going back to Dresden on Monday, and she says the temperature was 39 there, which is a record for that area.
when my cousin, or is she my niece, whatever she is, said it was 40 today.
Yeah, was it 40? Wow.
Yeah.
See, that's not big for us. If someone said it was 40, I go, okay. Thank you, Danny. I'll make it great again just for you.
All right. Don't work too hard, Danny.
You are. Everyone is entitled to a point of view. Again, if mine is incorrect, I'm still entitled to it, but I don't take offence by people having an opposing view at all.
No, God, some of the things I believe in and have views.
It's like the talk at the moment is about e-begging and what constitutes e-begging. For me, it's very simple. I don't make it complicated. This is what constitutes e-begging for me. It's either directly or subtly referring to a donation in any form, be it PayPal, Streamlabs, Amazon, just the list goes on, you know what I'm saying? Well, that's e-begging. If someone does an e-beg but puts on a great show and I give them $20, that's not e-begging. That's just my definition. See, it's a point of view. So my definition for an e-beg is very simple. It is directly asking for money or subtly dropping hints all the way through, you know, how you could help them. And I do need a new pen and my car tyres, blah, blah, you know what I mean? Go on and on. So that constitutes e-begging for me. No matter what anyone tells me, my point of view won't change. That's it. Are people entitled to make money on YouTube? Absolutely. Are people entitled to e-beg for it? Not in my view at all. No, it's wrong. It's usually led by deception, dishonest behaviour. So it's wrong, just like it would be in real life. No different in real life. If someone knocked on my door and said, I'd like $20 off you, and I'd say, what's that for? Oh, I just want it. I'd say, well, F off. You're not getting it.
So what temperature is it, Buttercup? Buttercup said it's very hot in the UK at the moment. Tried to do some gardening, lasted 10 minutes.
I'll just get up early or do it late in the evening. Your evenings go forever in summer. I remember as a kid about 9:30 at night. Still bright. But yeah, the planet's getting hotter. Is it due to man-made emissions? Probably not helping. I look at things pragmatically. It's not, we're a dirty species. Just check your own rubbish bin at the end of the week and see what you throw away. Nature doesn't do any of that. There's no plastic bags, boxes, clips, you know, all bits and pieces thrown in the bin. Nature doesn't do that. So we're a dirty species.
Yep, we are.
So, like I say, you can scream and shout about climate change and I'll say, yep, climate's changing. Always is and always will. And we are a dirty species and we are probably adding to the problem. So, for me, it doesn't have to go any further.
Well, we don't have, you've got to bring your own bags in Australia now when you go shopping. Or if a shop does supply bags, they'll charge you, and they're recyclable bags, or they're biodegradable, or they're paper bags.
They do have rolls of little plastic bags that you pull off and you can put fruit and veg in there. I put all the different fruits and veggies into one bag and I take it to the counter and tip it out.
20 in the high 20s. That's beautiful weather, Buttercup.
I think she's talking about nighttime temperatures, isn't she?
No.
20. Well, I have a jumper on at 20.
Because what, you're 7 hours behind. It's still daylight there, isn't it? It's 7 hours difference.
They're daylight saving, so they are...
It's 8 o'clock here.
6 hours behind us, yeah. They'll be 2 p.m. where Buttercup is. All thereabouts, unless you're in Germany, it'll be 5 hours behind. We had a notice in the local newspaper last week, and it was always coming, that the power stations are powering down. They're not producing as much energy because we have so much solar energy on people's roofs in my state. If you're flying in, all you see is reflections. Every house has solar panels. So what's happened is the need for power has dropped. So power companies are panicking, and they have already announced that they're dropping the kilowatt rate. Yeah, I mean, I used to pick it all up when I used to go for walks down the beach a lot, and I would just pick up you find a bag easy.
Yeah.
So you pick up the bag and then you pick up all the bits and pieces. But next day it'll be the same shit.
Yeah, some people are pretty...
20 is tropical. I seriously would be wearing a jumper at 20. It's not pleasant for us, 20.
Oh, and it can be cool.
I'd prefer 30 degrees every day.
If the sun's out, it's tolerable. But your 20 degrees in winter is different to your 20 degrees in summer.
Well, it's the wind, isn't it? That's all the difference. It might say 20 here, but feels like 14 because of the wind.
Tropical.
But we're not going to be on too long tonight. The wife's going to get back on the computer, do some more fancy vids. So you see Mystic Angel's name in the chat. Click on it, subscribe, and you'll see she does spend a lot of time getting the videos up. I think you're putting another one or two up tonight.
No, I won't put them up tonight. They're up there, but I'll make them public tomorrow.
Okay.
Because I just put one up today.
All right. On that note, it's going to be a very good night from
Me?
yeah. And good night from me. So have a great day if you're just starting it. If you're finishing the day like High Country and Kiwi, get to bed and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.